The following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 2. Experience? What's that? Who needs experience when you have straight up momentum? For everyone in this Final Four playing on this Thursday, everyone is a rookie. Nobody has been to this stage before. And someone is going to take home their first tournament title. On this Thursday, we got two for you, and we start on this Thursday afternoon, just after 1 o'clock Eastern, with the highest seeded player remaining in this tournament. It's the 5 seed out of the Arrow region in Ridley. And for Ridley, made a regional semifinal run in T1 and lost a heartbreaker. Had a chance to make it forward and just faltered at the end. But now here they are, ready to try and redeem themselves. They already did. First attempt at making a Final Four in the regional final and was able to get the job done. On the other side, it's one of 14 seeds in this tournament now in João, and he's new to the party. First tournament appearance in D2 and has just beat some heavy hitters and has shown out. He's the debutant of the tournament, and he is ready to try and make it even more, making first finale and first shot. But it's the first shot for everybody in this one. It is Ridley and João. We welcome you to match 1 of 2 in the D2 Archery April Final Four. Let's talk about how these two got here. We start with Ridley, the Arrow region winner. Started off with a sweep against the 12 seed Tevin. This is the 5 seed Ridley out of this region, and then took down Marcus in a 7-game thriller. And then the 16 seed Cinderella and Ninja Jacks took him out in the Gentleman Sweep regional semifinal in 5, and then went 8 games with Gio, who was, even coming into that round, was the highest rated player left in the 3 seed in that region, and was able to take care of business in 8. And on the other side, João took out the 3 seed Rune in a thriller to start, and what a great first impression it was, and it just keeps getting better. Took out the 11 seed West in 7 in the round of 32, and in the semifinal took out a proven commodity in Aiden Smith. He plays D1 level, and João took care of business in 6, and then took out Cap Gaming in 7 in the regional semi just 6 days ago in the D-Flex region. Again, the D-Flex region winner in João. We take a look at the Final Four. It is Ridley and João coming up, and then on the other side, the other 14 seed to advance in J Money will take on the 7 seed Ami, who's having the best run of his career. Has been around here since the start of the division, but of course, like I said, everyone making their first Final Four here. And Ami, well, been here since the start, making his first breaking through after just winning 2 games last year. So very, very exciting Final Four. Lots of new talent to talk about as we take it to the table. We welcome you to the first of 2, and later tonight we'll have Ami and J Money coming up at 9:15 with G. But first we have Ridley and João. I'm all by my lonesome today. Caesar's going to be our ref. We will keep it rolling here. Gonna start with João. I'm gonna have to type out to Ridley. So João, obviously, coming in here, you're the you're the top rookie. This is your first tournament, and you made the Final Four. What has been the key for you to just keep running through these proven players across the board in this division and make your first Final Four and your first shot tonight?
I think it's just been how aggressive and fast I play. I think most people are caught kind of off guard, but I just think the momentum I have is big, and I want to keep riding off of that.
And thoughts on taking on Ridley, who also doesn't have the Final Four experience, but made a deep run in their first tournament, so has a little bit of experience with some of the field. Thoughts on playing them here today?
I mean, I've already played against pretty proven competitors, such as Aiden Smith and Rune. So I think I can handle them.
All right. Say that to Ridley. What's the feeling coming in your first Final Four in your second tournament in your career? Taking on João is on a crazy run to start his career in T2, so we will see what Ridley says, and then we will run it. Caesar is our ref today, of course. Appreciate him jumping in on the D2 side after we just saw a thriller over in D1. Gon, who was in this division a year ago, making his first Final Four in Division 1, taking on our commissioner in D2, G-Man, in the Grand Prix finale in Automotive April. But we go from the racetrack back to the range, looking to try and hit the bullseye. Two players will hit the bullseye by the end of the night. Of course, we have Ami and J Money, 7v14. Ami out of the CRUSADE region, J Money out of the Bow region, unfortunately. Made it here by DQ, but still got to commend what he's done. Ridley saying, I'm very excited for this opportunity. It's going to be a ride, but I'm confident João is going to be a great matchup. I've seen him practicing. I'm excited for the challenge coming up. Best of luck. All right. So that will do it for a little briefer pregame. With Ridley being the higher seed, he will get first call. I will give Caesar the honors on this one for Ridley as we get ready to start. This is a best of 9 MCSR, 1 power play on the board, as we know. Caesar, you could say ask those famous words to Ridley, and we will get ourselves rocking and rolling here in the Archery April Final Four. It is the Era region versus the Deflex region here coming up. Should be exciting to watch. See what Ridley wants to do. Yep, we're going to stick with 12. Appreciate that from Caesar. Here we go. Game 1, best of 9, Final Four. It is time to rock and roll. Here we go. Blue 9 to start us off. Best of luck to everyone as we are ready to rock. Ridley starting with the 12 classic 12 pack, and Ridley immediately going to make a switch to green on the 9. João dittoing. We will go down to the Zero Sugar basement, crossing back to blue as João. Ridley's got blue in the back pocket. A little bit of early fade to green there from Ridley. And Ridley again switching over to red. Joao's got that too, though. Options galore. Where is the first ice going to happen? We go back to green again. Excuse me, João, though, undercutting to blue, and the lights are flashing here. Back to green again. 2 bonanza. Half off special from João, and we're down to the 1, down to the ground floor, and it is even Steven at 6. Nobody's drawn yet. The switches have kept them going. Where is there going to be a stall, if anything? Another ditto from Ridley. And João can keep running, and it is neck and neck here in game 1. And there it is. Ridley finally iced out, and that is the first self-draw of the game. They got rid of half their hands before anyone stalled, and João was still running on the green. And rare to see half the hand go down in plan A. Those switches keeping the wheels turning. Yeah. It won't be draw. Oh, Ridley, was that top deck with the +4 going to yellow. My goodness. Go to yellow with the 7. Crossing back to green is João. My goodness. Ridley has some in the back pocket. May have been slightly strategic. I wonder if that +4 may have been saved. It's possible. Had some green in the back there. João crosses back to yellow. Holy cow. What is going on here? Ridley down to dose. Has yellow. And João has a triple. +2. Pulls ahead by 1. Ridley with 2 fresh cards there. My goodness, the color switches have been all across the board. Indeed. As you're sticking yellow. 1 down from João. He's down to dose. Ridley looking for dose himself. No. João, does he have the win? Maybe check? Does have the check! Number efficiency to red! Ridley with the yellow. And it looks like it might be stuck here. 0 sugar. Good. Hard to switch off that, but João's got the 3 in tow and takes the 1-0 lead. And João, that was an interesting game from both of you. You know, you both got rid of half your hand on plan A. What was the mindset through going through all those switches chaotically and just being able to, you know, keep the composure and keep it going, and of course calling the number efficiency to get the key to the win there.
I mean, I knew I had a fuck ton of numbers. Like too many. I started my hand with only a yellow reverse, I think. And was just pretty hopeful that I would be able to just get there with number efficiency, and I did. So, I'm glad it worked out for me.
Yeah. And I mean, and Caesar, you know, we haven't seen that kind of. Oh, how did it start? Okay, interesting. Got some strategy. We haven't seen many. Have you seen many games like that where, you know, it's number of fish, like for both, like they were just shooting the lights out there early on, yeah, and just wasn't enough. Crazy stuff. Oh, got the +2 from that. Oh, okay. Had that yellow +2 from there. That's tough. Yeah, crazy to see the number of fish played such a huge part for both. Usually it's one or the other, at least from what I've watched before. +2 gave the finish. Oh, man. That's tough. Yeah, right towards the end, exactly. Crazy to see half the hand go for both the number efficiency. They just all had the connections between each other. All right. Well, game 1 goes to João. Caesar, you can do the honors again for Ridley. He still will have open board in this, and we'll go 5th and gonna send it. By the way, MCSR still in effect here. Gonna go open board, gonna go 15. The sender is on. Here we go, game 2. Early sender from Ridley, but you know, A lot more flexibility you can have here with MCSR in effect. We have seen that. One of the most famous examples, Aquatic April last year, Cap wiping out a 3-0 lead, going 5-6-5, a 3-0 deficit against Ashley. And so, depending on how long the series goes, the sender can definitely come back. Ultimately depend on what happens here. Ridley going for the first turn switch for a second straight game. João going with the green. Funny number combo on the table. And João, you see the record on the scoreboard. That is all the games he's played in his career have been in this tournament. 4-0, 17-10 on the season. Ridley getting win number 6. Last time out against Geo. 29-16 on the year, 2 straight regional semifinal runs, and going to be safely into the LCQ, of course. João making that same, punching that same ticket, looking for win number 5 in a row to start his D2 career, as Ridley not liking the red, João trying to press the issue, but Ridley goes back to blue, finds a 1, makes the switch. Oh, here comes a quad from João. Dub skip, dub reverse, trips reverse into red. Looking for the 3, may not have been a 3 there. It doesn't, up there it went. There's some spacing or something. Oh, extra and, that's what it was. And Ridley going back to blue again. Dittos the 3, and now João pulls a wild to yellow, still up by 5 cards. Ridley taking a pause here to consider the move after the yellow wild from João. They return to the table looking to make a move. Ridley backs off again, just awaiting play here. Again, behind by 5 cards after a big run from João there. And Ridley will go with the 5. João with the 2, and they're running back and forth on the yellow. Ridley's going to need something to try and close the gap if João can run it down on the yellows. Ridley trying to pull some pace management play out here, taking their time here, trying to figure out what the best play is. Wow, taking game 1 in just under 4 minutes, and now we're over 4 minutes in game number 2. See what Ridley does here. Power play. Interesting. Setting something big up here. In game number 2. That is interesting play here. continues to roll it down. I'm gonna expect this to be a winner. We'll just see as Ridley pulls ahead with the +2. Taking the time, making sure every card is played the right way. There's a green +2, closes on the 3, and double +4. Oh my god. 1-1. Damn. Interesting to see a game 2 power play. As a sub 6-minute win to even it up. I mean, João, in the end, it seemed like you had control through some of that. You had that big ammo run. Do you think that maybe you went a little too hard on the aggression there, or I think it was just kind of a stacked hand there from Ridley in the end, though?
Honestly, I'm very happy that they have used the power play already, because I didn't really have the finish. I mean, I had an idea. I had 2 yellows, a wild, and a red, so if you just kept running on yellow, I might have had the finish.
That's
But
true. That's true, Caesar.
not much I can do about a 9 card chain.
Yeah, that's a stacked sender. No doubt about it.
Okay,
Not much
I'm
more
ready
to say about that. Yeah, fair enough. All right. Gave him cards. Yeah, I could have easily pulled a +2, and yeah, João will go for a 9. We can run it game 3, and as he starts his homestand, game 3 coming your way. Big power play from Ridley, huge hand, and we'll see. It's a 9 card, or were we gonna get a 9 card chain? Yeah. Only 6 cards on it. And only 6 of that wasn't a chain. Immediate win. Yes, sir. Hashtag trust. And Joao's going to start with a double play, playing off the blue reverse start. And they are running it in yellow, and João not kind of icing himself early there. Interesting. But Ridley also has it. We might be headed for a draw city. Of course, anything can turn on a dime in this series, it seems so far. Wouldn't we all love Skittles, absolutely. Yeah, we're definitely looking at draw city at this point. First one this long of the series. Appreciate everyone, the VC, joining us for first of 2 in the Final Four. We'll be back tonight at 9:15 p.m. Eastern. As João might have been building something there, might have been just looking for a straight connection, and a quad play, +6 to Ridley, and we go over to green. Sent back to 17. João down to 6. My goodness. Ridley again controlling that pace. And gonna go double into yellow on the reverse. Closes on the 7, so back to yellow where João just switched out, but João's got a 7 of his own to blue. And the ground floor for Ridley has blue in the back pocket. 0 sugar. João's down to 4. Huge 0 switch to yellow again, and João now out of options. Ridley with the 2. João top decks a 4. João still ahead by a 7-card lead. Ridley again iced, and they are both back again on the yellow. Wink self ditto there from João. Second top deck 4, and nothing more beyond that. And a red wild now. Another top deck, you'd think, unless top deck. Not hiding that at all. And Ridley was going to do the same thing. Maybe half off special off that 4. I don't know if Ridley would have made the switch, but ends up playing the red 4. And red 6 from Ridley. The 2 from João, self ditto. Lots of like numbers here from João, and now he's down to dose with the deuce. Major +4 from Ridley, and that could be that's a great save right there. And it's now just 12-6 on the table. Ridley looking to make it more will make it 11-6. Closing on the green 6. A lot of 6. Double play there, skip 7. Sticking green. One up this time from Ridley to the 8. Ridley with 3 off that. João out. Ridley looking to try and make a break here potentially. We'll keep it going. One more down. João stuck in the mud. Ridley half off special. João has a 1. Crosses over to blue. Card lead for João. Ridley going with the undercut to red. João has red. Trips 1 over to the 7. Ridley with a skip. Double play to the top floor. Just behind by 1. João can make it a 2-card lead. Continue to play. And Will with the red 4. He's down to dose again. Ridley crosses to blue. Is that a good switch? Doesn't matter, they have a wild. Does Ridley have something in the back pocket on yellow? Nothing Ridley can do, they say, and that will make it 2-1 for João. And what ended up being a nail biter at the end there. Just under 7 minutes. And 9 cards doesn't fail João in the end there. João, when you were at 2 in red before Ridley +4, did you have the finish there?
I mean, I had the exact same finish I had now, but instead of yellow, it was blue.
Okay. So you had a wild and a blue then? Had that wild.
I've had a blue for a while. Yeah, that I had that blue one.
Yeah. Yeah, 4+4s from Ridley, but Joao up 2-1, obviously. Two of those for Ridley coming in game two. Still early to talk about that, but still um pretty close. And Joao getting handed more cards. I mean, that's 23 cards handed out by Ridley and 11 handed out by Joao to Ridley. Not much for Ridley there. Yeah. Like yeah. Yeah, I don't have much for Ridley. I think we'll just move forward. Game 4 coming up. Going for 10. Start with the red 6. Right in the middle of the card range. Go for 0 sugar to start. That's the first, I think. This is a second, might have been the second, where we didn't have a switch off the bat. No, this is our first without a switch on the first turn because Joao did play off the reverse. So Joao trying to take blue. Ridley undercuts, says, "No, sir, I want red." But Joao has it in the back pocket. Saved some there. Great, and it's been great strategy from both. You know, they try and make a switch. They've been pulling the fades out, holding on to some in a color, and they're playing a great game here. And now they're both drawing in red after that little moment. Joao top decks a 4, another top decked 4. And Ridley can do nothing with it. Will Joao make a switch off of this? Top decking, literally. Literal specialty. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Understandable. And he will make a move to green. Joao ahead by a mere 2 cards. Ridley could be freed up by this switch. No, and Ridley might be 2 color at this point. That's a good sign for Joao if he can keep running it on the green. But Ridley's going to try and force it back to red. Joao going, no, sir, I'm going to blue. Ridley +4 again, the 5th +4 of the series for Ridley, and holds down the fort. Top floor yellow, and Ridley ahead by 2. Joao going back to blue. The number efficiency has been ridiculous in this one. And back to yellow again. Back to blue again. Oh my goodness. Unreal. Ridley staying with the blue. Obviously, no switch was going to get made there. And the back and forth continues. Down to the 2. Joao crossing to yellow with the wild. Ridley's got yellow now. And Ridley thinks that it's over. 0 sugar from Joao. Ridley with the 6. Joao looking for it. Continues to roll with the 8. Down to deuce. Ridley is out. Joao looking for dose. There it is. Now it's 3-2 in favor of Joao. Looking for the win. Ridley hoping for something to come off the deck here. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh my. You cannot be serious. Is that a winner, though? Nope, it's check. Sends Joao back to 6, closes on the 6. It's 6-1. The call is in. What does Joao have to counter? First +4 of the series and a triple play back to yellow, and that's a little bit of a reset. Joao down to 3 again. And finally, the +4s fire his way, but Ridley has a +2 in the back pocket, leaves the door open for Joao, and it's a tie game at 5. Joao's going to go with the reverse open door, and it's still tied at 5 since he drew there. And Ridley's got a green reverse, doubles into green, and that could be dangerous. Could be a play you may not want to look at again. But does Ridley have the last of it? Skip there, down to 2, looking for Uno, maybe the win. Again, check on the top floor. Joao, what does he have in store this time? Or does he have an answer? Cannot power play on Uno, unfortunately. So he's going to have to see what he does in response, if anything. I'm going to guess that was a defensive attempt and not a run to the win, but oh well, it's a run to check, so it might have been. Triple play to blue, and now Joao's at Uno. It's double Uno. Was the switch good? It was. Joao for the win. He's got it. Doubles it up to the 8, and it's 2-2. What a close one there. Or I'm sorry, it's 3-1. My fault. 3-1. I can talk. That was great. Yeah, didn't have to use the power play there, and let's see here. Yeah, and Joao, talk to me about your red 9. Okay, so need a number efficiency there to get the job done. Joao, talk to me about your resilience there. Your back was against the wall twice, and you hadn't had a +4 all game. You're still down 5 on the +4s, but you finally found ways to keep Ridley at bay. Thoughts on your perseverance there and being able to get the 3rd win on the series there?
Man, when we got that +4, I literally had the win in hand with my +4 that I ended up using. I was so frustrated there because I was 6-0 on +4s. I almost had it earlier, but I'm glad I just got the win anyways without using my power play. Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Yeah. Yeah. So Ridley looks to have been kneecapped by the red there, stuck with a red 9, and wasn't able to get the job done. And that's definitely something that you would think a power play would help with. But obviously Ridley used it early. That was the green skip. Okay. Okay. So that green skip was okay. I got you. All right. All right. That's fair enough from Ridley there. Now we're going to move to game number 5. Joao 2 wins away, has the power play in hand. Caesar, you can do the honors. Just no 15 here. Yeah, could have potentially worked out well. Caesar, you there? Oh, Okay, I'm here now. Hi. I had my tap to mute off for some reason. Here comes João, though. Triple play. +10 to Ridley. That might just do it. And it will. Another +4. And now the +4 starting to work again for João. And they're starting to come into his favor. 4-1. Still down 3 on those. And that looked... João, that looked pretty plan A from you. I don't know what more to say about that. Those switches really... The switch insanity kind of worked to your favor there. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, that really was plan A. I was really hoping that he would switch to green when I played my three, because I could have also just gone to blue and maybe use my power play to win. But I think I was gonna win this game.
All right. Well, now you'll save it for a potential winning game 6 coming up here. Yeah, that I was just about to ask that. No problem. Yeah, I mean the trips might have been the only thing that you could have done differently, but on the 6s, but no ammo. Oh, that's tough on a 14 as well. Nothing to do to stop it, and that is plan A city for João, and now you really you had a ton. I didn't know. Uh, yeah, that's about all you can say. So we'll see what Ridley wants. Ridley does want 14 again, I believe. Yeah, 14 again. So we'll do 14 again for game 6. João trying to clinch it, and here we go. Yellow 7. Stick it. Yellow 5 now from Ridley. To start us off, João again dittos. Tragedy. That's yeah. Yeah, even the Braves are kind of ass. Like Ridley calling João shot 12-12 now. João with the power play in hand, looking to try and close this out in 6 for his most decisive win of his career, his young career in MRE Uno. Ridley trying to cross to green, may not have that. Down to the green 2. One up this time to the 3. Cross to yellow for João on the 4. Might have top decked that potentially or had that in the wings. Here comes Ridley on the yellow switch trying to make a move. Double play. Goes ahead by 4. João trying to stay with it. Looking for his first finale appearance in his career, in his first career tournament. Ridley crosses to green. On the wild, João, nothing. This could be a huge momentum swing here. Ridley already ahead, but can make it more, but up to a 5-card lead. Or 6-card lead. And João, oh my goodness. Wrong number going yellow. João's just had that number of fish all afternoon. Ridley draws. +2. And it's even. Ridley, though, if they get anything, can take the possession arrow. Otherwise, it's going to be a 2-card João lead. Ridley maybe cooking something up here. Not even close. Oh no. Oh, just a green. A big switch there. João able to keep pace. Ridley, though, possession arrow lead here with that call. And now Ridley trying to keep the lights flashing. Going red. So a reverse draw from João, trying to keep it at bay. Does this set something up for Ridley? What could Ridley be cooking here? Possession arrow lead by virtue of a reverse draw can make it more than that. real thonk moment. Taking a long moment here. Down 3 games, really trying to make sure you gotta play inch perfect at this point. Any wrong move could lead to a big power play, and sets it up off the draw, and Ridley is going to win it. 4-2. And Ridley eventually did cook it, and Ridley absolutely needed that. Another +4, the 7th +4 on the series for Ridley, and still down 2. And I mean, João, even though one could say, oh, the open +4, but at the same time, with all that ammo, it seemed like it might have been insurmountable for you. Thoughts on that one and trying to bounce back and claim the series?
I quite literally only had yellows and blues that game, and seeing as we did not play a singular blue, I don't think I really had a chance there.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. And we'll go 9. I don't have much for Ridley here. Joao's going to take that start. Here we go, yellow 4. Joao back home, trying to close it out. Power play in hand. Here we go. And for the 9 card start, first play is a 9. And a double artificial switch to red for Ridley. And that is, I believe, is that a double play from João? That's the second wild of the series for Ridley. Was down 4-0 on that category at one point. Crosses to yellow for João. João still has that home field possession arrow, trying to string together one last win to clinch a spot in the finale. And another wild from Ridley, second of the game, third on the series. That is massive. João, though, has blue. And Ridley with a +2, looking to try and get it again. Goes for reverse. And taking the time, you wouldn't think João is going to come out with a power play. Going to try and save it for a clincher, but this might be Ridley's run to a 3rd win in a row. Being down 4-1, looking to make it 4-3. And force a game 8. Down to 3 is Ridley. Gonna make sure that he gets every card correct. And not quite. Can't even think of a color that starts with the letter N. Uh, like, wait a minute. What? Down to 2 is Ridley. I'm a little confused. Half off special. I don't know what that was, but okay. Cross to green, is it good? It's another one! Wait, what the? Why did it print the stats twice? That was weird. Goodness. Wow, you got kind of mind gamed there. I mean, again, you were stuck with nothing. Talk to me about that one. Not enough. Yeah, hopefully the new gods continue. And I'm gonna get a game 9, absolutely. And Lee Joao's final home game, and he's gonna go 9 again. I'm gonna get an answer. It's fine. We're chilling. And momentum's in Ridley's favor. We'll see if a game 9 comes your way. Game 8 is forced. Still a power play for João, looking to try and close it out for a second straight, or a third straight game now. We will get it going. Will it fail again? Discord's having a fun moment. Here we go. Red 4. Game number 9. Or 8. I can't talk. Again. Classic. Game number 849. Just want to at least do it. No. No ammo for you. It's hard to believe that this many +4s for Ridley and still down. Double play from João. Up big on the +4s and was still down big on the series. João up 2 with the double. Double play on the other end. Evens it up. João, nothing. Ridley by 1, looking for a 2-card lead. Zero sugar switch from Ridley. That frees up João. He's trying desperately to slow this one down, but obviously you won't see any desperation moves unless we get a game 9, at least in terms of the power play. Don't expect that to come out until later unless he's got a finish in the hand. No, god damn. Blue wild there from João, trying to stave off a game 9. Ridley still ahead by a card. Does he have blue? Oh boy. That +4 deficit, yeah, maybe. That reaction from Ridley, was that it? Down to 3, looking to try and even the series at 4 after being down 4-1. Oh. Ooh, we got an interesting one coming here. Season. Yeah. I mean, the rest of the tournament's just like probably a few more days. See what it is. Could be a deadly move. Could be. Looks like we're talking high risk, high reward. Winner between Ami and J Money will play the winner of this one. Play tonight at 9:15 Eastern. Yeah. Are just over an hour into this one. 2:02 Eastern. We are happy you've all joined us here for the Final Four after a morning start in D1 setter finale matchup between G and Gone, and now a +4 into green for Ridley, and that is the risk. João has a 7. Ridley for the tie after down 4-1. João has nothing. Wrong number! We're going to game 9! Absurd! That is unreal.
I just
you
got
have
back.
something to say? Go ahead.
So I saw like a stat where, or at least for most of them, I predicted Ridley's games all right. With that win, that's not true anymore, or at least like with perfect predictions. Because I'm pretty sure I predicted Ridley's matches down to the game like multiple times this tournament. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen because of that win on Ridley. but no, that was. I was only able to watch the last 2 games. Very interesting strategies. I feel like I really like the idea that Ridley was trying to do. João is just very conservative of his power play, and I think and he's just got to hope that doesn't come back to bite him really. But yeah, I think this was it makes sense to see them get this to this point. I feel like these two have good strategies, ending up paying off in one way or another, and now it's going to be an exciting game 9.
My goodness, appreciate those thoughts. João, I mean, you said you've been down on the deficit, but you were down 5-1 on the +4s, and you were up 4-1. Yeah. Did you have the win? I guess that is a pertinent question. Did you have a clear path? I should say, like, could you have gotten there? Yeah. Well, yeah, we was. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I'll say, João. I mean, you talk about that deficit, but I mean, you were able to be up 4-1. Do you think that you said it's catching up with you? I mean, we can talk about that all day, but we talk about the conservative, the power play as well. Was there anything you could have done power play wise to try? Sorry, I knocked my mic over. Because is there anything you could have done power play wise to prevent what just happened there? I mean, obviously the wrong number, but is a thing. But was there something you could have done to flip it your way?
I mean, I don't think so. I was just hoping that he didn't have a +4 with which considering the record this series was dumb. But I really don't think I can do when I get one ammo card per game.
I have a tale of two halves for João here. Had a lot of the helper despite being down to the +4s, and was able to go up 4-1, and now it's 4-4. Let's do it. Game 9, winner take all to the finale. Here we go. Start with a blue 6, and João not happy with the high card, and our second sender of the series. Ridley went with it in game 2, won it, looking to try and win it again on the sender in game 9. Here we go. Blue 4 to start us off from Ridley. And we're doing multiples of 2 down to the 2.
I think if we look back at that last game, like considering that João had only numbers left, if Ridley just played the blue 7, that actually would have been, like in hindsight, that was actually the safer move. That plus, yeah, but obviously, that was a hindsight moment. So, if Ridley, very concerned about not playing the +4 there, but actually would have worked out if he did anyway. So,
Back and forth, clean on the blue to start us off. And here comes a shot, a big shot, quad play, red, +2 to Ridley, and a 5-card lead for João. And says ammo for once, but how much more ammo does he have in the back pocket? That is more than the 2.
Yeah, you were sad about high card games, but you're actually getting ammo from them now. So I feel like,
How? Ridley looking to try and answer back. And we just saw in the Final Four earlier on in Auto April, Myth tried to mount the comeback against Gone in a similar situation, and just fell short in Game 10. And now João trying to pull it back together in Game 9 after losing 3 straight in clinching scenario. Ridley looking to try and respond from 5 cards back.
Yeah, the thing with the power play right now, okay, yeah. I mean, obviously Ridley trying to take his time, knowing that this is the game decider. So you really need to make every move count. Here's a double play.
Again. Just João trying to pull ahead a little bit of, not really split there, but still has more in the back pocket. And you got to think, as Ridley crosses to yellow, it's so over.
There's a dynamic to this game where I feel like if there are times where if the amount of cards you have is so much more than the other player, it's just very hard to catch up, even if they draw. Because if they get good draw, oh no. Yeah, Ridley is not getting the hands for this game, which is pretty much the opposite of what you want, especially when you don't have power play.
Yeah, trying to make a 3 games down comeback, trying to win a 4th straight without a power play up against a power play. Could be a deadly moment, and Ridley still nothing to say here, other than just it's seeming to be tough. And we're going with the Geo strategy.
Trying to manifest the +4.
Ridley learned that all too well playing Geo last round, but João just slowly chipping away.
Yeah, 14
Ridley up
bagger.
to 14, still nothing. 14 bagger. GG.
Yeah, that's why it's GG.
GG, 14 bagger.
Oh boy.
Crosses to green. Down to 3 is João. Still with the power play in hand. Ridley might be able to get freed up. Does he have anything in the pocket to try and slow this one down? Because this train is running. And top deck +4 in the clutchest of moments. And that is Wild +4 number 9 for Ridley, and the manifestation works. Gio would be proud.
Just drew it.
Just a turn
actually,
late.
Not gonna. Yeah, imagine you're like, actually, I saved it. I had it from the start. But
Yeah, right.
so really trying to bank on Joao's switch to really be truthful. Okay, well that could have been from the +4, but
Could have been for the +4 double.
who
Had
allowed?
the 4. So Joao's
Yeah.
still up 8.
Oh god. Okay, yeah, giving stuff away. He actually did have the yellow 4. Interesting.
Joao's still up 8, trying to keep the momentum going despite getting +4'd. Still within striking distance of a win. And
Yeah,
power play can
I
come
think,
out at any time for Joao.
yeah, that's the thing about this, right? Like you're so many cards behind, even with that +4.
Yeah.
If Joao gets good cards, it really doesn't make a difference. Okay, here's
Ooh.
where we're gonna see a draw from Joao. So maybe there's an opportunity here, but obviously, if he has mostly numbers left,
What? What is going on?
I think he was happy. I thought it was like, oh, you finally drew. It's this is my time to shine. Or maybe he does have the
Could be
11
something,
bagger.
yeah.
Okay.
Finally ices Joao. Kept it going, and now Ridley in the driver's seat, top deck 6,
Ooh,
keeps
getting
it
these
at
yellows.
distance. Keeps the distance.
Yeah, that's a scary thing when a player is down this many cards. Yeah, gonna have to draw. Honestly, probably the safe option.
And now he might be headed for Draw City. A look at the table, 6-card lead for Joao, and they're just gonna run for the Draw City, and it looks like it may. If you look at there's still a lot of ammo out there, so I don't think it's gonna come down to number efficiency, although it definitely could with how this series has gone. A lot of number efficiency across the board.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of what makes the history useful. Like, if you want to, maybe play a card that you think is like, off of just the fact that, okay, we've seen this number be played a lot. He probably won't get number efficiency if I play this number, right? So that's
Now,
that the history gives you that opportunity to think like that, and obviously it doesn't always work. I've had times where I play with the odds and I get it and
play
and it's wrong.
percentages, yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing about percentages. It's never 100% usually, unless all numbers have been played.
Yeah, we're not anywhere near that situation yet.
So let's see,
They're
14 to
both building
10.
that.
Yeah, I mean it's relatively close in now compared to what it was before. 4-card difference. Really, we'll have to think about when is the time to switch, because that could actually make a big difference. Here it's right now, actually. So, all right, we're going into red. Let's see. If Ridley, I think, wants to catch up at the very least. Um, see what he got off this draw. I feel like definitely needs cards to really bring this into a even game. I mean, it is relatively even right now, but Joel still has like a decent lead. If Ridley throws down like a +2, that'll even things up. Okay, but it's gonna
Definitely
be
a
just
lot
a
of room here. Go out, trying to run down the runway, trying to go green, and he does.
Okay. This is getting interesting now because there's another 6. I think we've seen a lot of 6s on it right now. Yeah, actually, there's only 1 6 left. I don't know. I doubt that's gonna really matter at this point, but just interesting. Okay, here's a green skip. This is where Ridley's gonna start catching up, wanting to put the pressure on. That's a triple. And Joao just switches to blue right off the bat, and I mean, I think. Oh, okay. Hold on. That's an
Oh,
okay. I don't
crossing
mind
back to
that.
red. That could be A good move. Double play, though. Keeps it at arm's
Yeah.
length.
I figured João still had red. Definitely. Really was waiting for it too.
+2.
Okay.
So
Wow,
Ridley
and that-
now ahead, I think, for the first time this game.
Yeah, that is big. Obviously, +2s can sometimes be risky, especially when there's a lot of ammo still on the table. But obviously, if you need it to win the game, then that's just how it is. Here's the thing now, with Ridley at 4 cards, he could win on a one chain, and there's nothing João would be able to do about it with power play. But really not in that position right now. This is down to the wire at this point. Is João could have the finish here if he has +4 saved or something. Yeah, he's preparing for something. I mean, there's always
Is
that.
it the end of the road? Is it the end of the
I
road,
think.
João?
Well, hold on.
Wild,
Oh
though.
my God.
Wild green. The end is near.
Wait. Okay, it might
what
be.
does that
It
got
might
for
be with
Ridley?
that
Still
wild,
no power
though.
play yet, and
Yeah.
nothing. That may do it. João,
Okay.
though, still running
Needs
no
a
power
switch.
play.
Probably. I mean, I don't know. You probably need the switch, honestly. Here. I mean, it's all you can do. Like, João is giving
Unless
away
you
what
top
he
deck
needs to
something
win.
huge.
Oh, the top deck, the +4, not again.
Not again, no. I mean, there's
That
still
would be
3 out
insane.
there. It's very possible.
Well, guess the switch, but
Oh, the
did
switch.
João need that?
João? Oh my.
Oh,
Wrong color,
okay.
double play,
Wait,
and that's it.
what? Oh, that's crazy.
João in 9 holds down the 4. Excuse me. And
Baited this. What a bait.
what a fade. Oh man.
Oh, I did not think that was the way that was going to
No
go.
power play needed as well. It really wasn't a fade because at the same time,
Oh yeah, Ridley had no green.
because
so
Ridley's the one who made the
yeah.
switch out of blue. So yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, but down 9-3. Again, I'll talk resilience again, João. Being up 4-1, 1 win away, losing 3 straight, and then pulling through in game 9. Talk to me about this win, amazing win, and in your first tournament in your career, making the finale. Just summarize it for me. Crazy stuff from you.
Oh man, I'm so happy. I'm elated. Elated is the word. I was just hoping, like in the middle, when we won 3 in a row, that I just had some ammo. I had 0 ammo for those 3 games. This game even, I didn't have a lot of ammo. I had 2 reverses, wilds. That's pretty much it. I think number efficiency really was what got me there. And a tiny bit of luck with Ridley changing to blue. When I played my wild, I was debating if I was gonna go to blue or green. I went to green because I saw that there were more cards played with green. So there were more cards played with green, so there was a lesser chance that he had a green. And then I looked at the blues and saw that no 3s were played. I mean, no 3 were played on yellow, but we had drawn a lot on yellow, so I just thought that he also didn't have any yellow. It was a risk, but it was a calculated risk.
Calculated. Okay. Understood. Well, and I just asked Ridley about final thoughts on the run, and a great effort from Ridley Yoshi. I mean, obviously you were in here the whole time, but I mean, you can look at the stats of the fact that Ridley was up big on that. And it just got a sting, knowing that you're down on that. But João had a lot of answers for Ridley all overall, and what a win for João. Just crazy stuff here.
So yeah, to me, I think a lot of Joao's force in him just was a struggle for him to find a way to win. And then when it actually counted in this match, he found a way to get it done. And obviously, maybe it was situational where like Ridley only had 1+4, and then Draw had like more reverses, skips, and +2s that like was just too much for Ridley to handle. That's a possibility for sure. But I think that it's crazy, right? Because I feel like obviously for Ridley's only choices at the end there were to either just draw or go to blue. And I mean, in any case where I mean, you can't blame him for that move. As much as it hurts to see you lose like that by getting baited into that switch, because like wild green, like you would think he just wins on green, but especially in this moment. But I mean, yeah, it was a very good calculated risk from Joao, and I guess it's just what you got to do to win. Sometimes you make these interesting plays that end up working out, and obviously Ridley, in a way, to get to game 9 at all was kind of lucky because of that number. Just got the wrong number, and that's one of the hardest things to really predict is trying to pick a number that you think they don't have. It's like, you don't really know until there's no way of really knowing until they draw.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just have to kind of guess. Even if there's odds for you, it doesn't mean that it's gonna be right. So, and yeah, it's definitely an interesting series, and like from what I saw, I think I think Ridley should be happy that he got to
Oh,
game
yeah.
9 at the very least.
I'm sure we'll find that out in those thoughts. But
Is
yeah,
pretty impressive. So he has definitely a lot going for him. I think if he keeps this up going into the next tournament, he could definitely maybe even get in at large. Assuming he can't win a tournament, which I mean, winning a tournament is clearly difficult here.
oh yeah, always.
So, I mean, I really they just got to keep up the momentum they've been having. Like, because I feel like I think in the first tournament they got relatively far. In this tournament they did really well as well. I mean, if they keep that up, they're definitely gonna.
Yeah.
They have a really good chance to just make the championship without even going into the LCQ. But they at least have the LCQ, so.
Yeah. Here's Ridley's thoughts. Had the +4 advantage, but it means nothing when it comes down to a game like this. João earned this for sure, but I'll be back, no doubt. Hell of a series despite the loss, which I could have had some better luck with connecting. But at the end of the day, I don't have any regrets with how I played this game. Good luck with him on the championship. Hope he can get the win. Facing elimination 3 straight times was dire, and facing elimination in the final game, I had to try and work back with no ammo and a dream, but Bot was not kind to me for the game 9, but I guess that happens. Kind of sucks to be able to have such good games throughout and to end it that way, absolutely. But yeah, you can't hang your head too low if you're Ridley. Record after this one, 6-2, 33-21, was already locked into LCQ entering the regional final, so it's really all about maybe trying to find an at-large like Yoshi mentioned, and then João getting that 5th win. Was already locked into the LCQ, making it here 22-14 in games, and looks for more in a finale. So that is going to do it. You take a look at the bracket. 9:15 Eastern will be Ami and J Money for the right to play João, who's moved on. Ridley saying had the advantage in every other aspect, including number draws, which is overlooked often. Great series. Appreciate those thoughts from Ridley. But that is going to do it for us for match 1 of the D2 Final Four in Archery April. G-Man will be with you at 9:15 for Game 2 of the Final Four, and we will have the finale in the coming days. But that is going to do it for us, for all of us here on behalf of the D2 Commission team and everyone here in Amarillo. Thank you so much for joining us, whether it be in VC. Everyone who came out to watch this one, appreciate you all, and appreciate anyone who joined us on stream on YouTube. And congrats to João for winning the Final Four, making the finale here in Archery April. They will be looking to hit the bullseye come a couple days from now, we hope. And of course, congrats to Ridley on another great run. 6 wins on the season, at the halfway point now, and looking for more, trying to make that D2 chip. But for now, We will see you again at 9:15, but thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you all again 9:15. Ami and J Money. Good evening and good afternoon. This has been a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 2.